What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Sabelo here, and I'm back again with another video for the weekend. Okay, so in today's video, just like you saw on the thumbnail, we are going to be going over a simple breakout and retest strategy that is very effective. Okay, with that being said, make sure that you check out the entire video so that you can fully grasp the concept of this strategy right here. Okay, let's ignore this pair right here. This is the pair that I'm looking into for the upcoming week, but I will be sharing also my weekly analysis on Sunday. Yeah, based on the trades that I'm going to be anticipating for the upcoming week. So with that being said, let's quickly jump into this instrument that we are going to be using, which is USDZar. We are going to be using USDZar for this strategy. Okay, so before we get into the actual price action, I'm going to do what I always do first. So I'm going to be explaining the simple strategy here on the chart so that you can understand the concept before we get into the practical execution. Okay, so let's say we are having a market that is trending to whichever direction the strategy works on both trends, which is an uptrend or a downtrend, either on a bullish market or on a bearish market. Okay, so this is an example of a bullish market with higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so this area right here would be our significant level, which serve as both the resistance and support, and in this area it serves as a resistance, and then here it serves as support. We know that each level serves as will serve as the current level at the time, and then once that level is broken, it is going to serve as the opposite level. Okay, so that means that once support is broken, it is now going to potentially serve as a resistance. Then once resistance is broken, it is now potentially going to serve as support. Okay, so in this case, we have resistance here. This is our market pushing to the upside. It is pushing to the upside. It hit the significant area right here, which is our resistance, and then it starts retracing back. It creates a support here. It pushes up, and then it breaks the structure since we are still in an uptrend. So we are creating higher highs. Okay, we break this this area right here, and then it creates a new high, which is this resistance right here, and then it retraces back, and then it gets to this area where this area here was once a resistance and now is serving as support. So it reached the structure, then it respects the structure, it also pushes up again up until it breaks this point, which was our previous highest high, and then now it pushes beyond this point to create a new high. So that is our bullish market. So the strategy simply is, on a uptrending market, we are going to be looking for buying opportunities. Okay, so those are the opportunities we are going to be looking for. We are going to be looking for buying opportunities on a uptrending market, and then on a downward or on a bearish market, we are going to be looking for selling opportunities when we use this strategy. Okay, so number one, we wait for this market to give us this clear structure right here, whereby it's going to create this high, come back, and then break this high. So we need this break, we need this structure, this resistance to be broken, and then after the break, we are going to be capitalizing on the retracement. We let the market do its thing, it continues up, and then once it starts retracing back, and then that is when we are going to be keeping our eyes very close to this zone right here. Okay, so this is where we are going to be keeping our eyes open. Then once the market gets to this structure and it gives us the proper price action, that is going to tell us that, okay, indeed the bearish momentum is decreasing and we are gaining the bullish momentum, and then we execute accordingly. We enter here, then this would be our target. Okay, so that explanation right there is the entire simple explanation of the strategy on how you use the strategy. Now we are going to be getting to the actual chart so that we make use of the strategy on the live chart practically. Okay. Um, okay, so this is the pair we're going to be using. Um, yeah, let me just get my replay tool so that we are going to make this very effective and interesting, as we are going to get to experience what I'm talking about on a live type of market. Okay, so we know that we have the structure that's being our resistance, is high, and then I would take this area being our current low, and then that area it's way too far. Okay, let's use this one for now. Okay, so this is where we currently want to focus at. Okay, and then we play. Okay, we forward our market and then we let it play out. Okay, you see that now the structure has been broken on the downside. Okay, so now we can see that we had the market pushing to this area, and then this was a significant level. I respected, retraced, and I now broke the structure. So our anticipation here is that once the market retraces back to this area right here, we will be looking to take a short here, and then our target would be this area right there. So we would have some sort of a structure like this, whereby we'll be anticipating something like this. So this is how the strategy work: break and retest. So we wait for the market to get back to this area right here, and then we anticipate a short should the market gives us the proper price action. Okay, then let's see how it plays out. Okay, and as you can see, the market is not giving us the type of price action that we want. As you can see that these types of candlesticks right here, they are telling us that, okay, this market is going to blow right through this zone. Okay, then as you can see, it does this exactly there. Okay, so yeah, let's just keep on playing, wait for another opportunity to present itself. Okay, okay, this looks like we are about to break this resistance structure right here. Okay, so should we break this resistance structure? Okay, when we break this resistance structure, we're going to break, and then we wait for that retest right here. And then on that retest, this is where we're going to be capitalizing to that area of some sort like that. Okay, then let's just play. Let's see what the market gives us. And indeed, we break that structure. So now we are waiting for retracement back to that significant zone, and indeed the market start pulling back towards this significant area of ours right here. Okay, now we need the proper price action that we need in order for us to execute. Okay, and as you can see from this price action at this point, it is basically saying that this market has a potential of pushing all the way to the downside. Okay, but then this candlestick gives us in otherwise, as we know that support and resistance is not just a single line, but it's a zone. So this is still within this area of resistance. So at this point, I would take a buy based on the strategy. We take a buy here, our stop loss just below this range, and then our take profit would be at the at this swing high, current swing high. Okay, we take our buy also, then we let it run. Okay, and as you can see that the market pushed towards our TP, and then it's just a matter of being patient. And as you can see, we just hit our take profit, so that's where we cash in. Okay, and then we wait for another opportunity so that I can show you furthermore exactly as to how this strategy, how effective it is when applied correctly. Okay, so now this was our newest highest high, this area right here. This was our new highest high. As you can see that our market has been creating a movement like this. It pushed up, created a high, a retracement, pushed up, new high, a retracement. Just exactly like how I was explaining it before we got to the actual price action. So after this retracement right here, we took our buy after we got the proper price action confirmation, and then you saw how it played out. Okay, and then now it blew right through our previous highest high, creating a new high. It is going to create a new high somewhere, somehow around this area. Then it is going to be retracing back to this area, and that is where we are going to be eyeing this market for a buy. Okay, yeah. Now let me remove that and allow our market to continue playing out. Now we are waiting for a retracement back to that area, patiently waiting. Okay, and indeed it seems like we are getting that retracement back to the area of significant and our interest. Okay, and as you can see, for now we are having a very heavy momentum approaching this zone, so stay away. We allow the market to give us more information. Okay, that is still not convincing me. um Okay, I would have to see. Okay, yeah, as you can see that those candlesticks were not convincing. They were rejecting to the upside, so they were not giving us a signal that this market is going to respect our strategy. Okay, as it will break and retest and then continue up. Remember that we need all our confirmations in order for any strategy to be effective. You need to wait for proper price action confirmation, as they tell the most significant story behind what is happening in the market. They tell the entire story of what is actually happening. Okay, so in this case, we wait. Okay, and then as you can see now, we are having this bullish momentum going on like this. But then at this point, I do not like jumping onto trades like this. Okay, and then this is where smaller time frames come into play. Okay, so yeah, and then maybe here, this is where I would have been convinced to take this trade. This is where, yeah, most definitely, this is where I would have been convinced to take this trade, especially on smaller time frames. When I see this market after giving us this bullish presence and then starting to retrace back to this level, that is where I would have entered. So I would have used smaller time frame and entered here, then kept my stop loss just below this range, and then my take profit on our previous highest high. So that is how I would have went about it. But since we are using our replay on a daily time frame, this is where we would enter. Then our stop loss is going to be just below this candlestick right here. So that is where our stop loss is going to be. And then our take profit on that swing high, our previous swing high. And then let's take our buy as well. Okay, and then we just let our market do its thing. Okay, then as you can see, our market just it pushes just to our stop loss, take us out. Okay, so we are taken out. Let's see how it plays out. Okay, so once again an opportunity presents itself for for us to execute according to the strategy based on the price action here. So yeah, I would once again take this long, put my stop loss below this range like this, and then my TP would be at that swing high right there. Okay, so just like that, I also take my buy right here, then heavily pushes against us. Okay, then patiently wait. Your stop loss is there for a reason. Do not mess with your trade. That is why that it is important for you to risk the amount that you are willing to lose. Okay, and once again it takes us out. So yeah, as we can see that, okay, this is actually now a heavy consolidation phase. Okay, then we let it go. Okay guys, let's look at a different instrument right here, which is usdchf. Okay, still on the same strategy. And then here we can see that we have our swing high, then our swing low right here. Let's see how the market unfolds. Okay, so what we're looking for is this market to break out, and then we wait for a retest. Okay, let's see, and indeed we see it breaking to the downside. So now we are waiting for a retest to this zone. So okay, now we are waiting for proper price action. So as you can see, yeah, we are getting that. So this is where you would take your short. You take your short here, then you have your stop loss just above the range, and then your take profit, it is going to be on the closest swing low. So we would use this area, this one right here, as you can see, is our TP. So that would be your TP. Okay, we take a short, okay, and then we let the market do its own thing. Okay, and as you can see that at first it becomes very stubborn. Okay, so at first it becomes very stubborn, but then it end up pushing to the downside. But when you see that the market it pushes towards your TP, and then you have few profits away from your TP, you back most of your cash, and then you leave runners, and then you put your stop loss on the entry, and then you let it run. So at this point you would have taken out your profits, and then when it retraces against you, it would have taken you out on that small profit on those runners that you would have left for your take profit to be hit. But then let's see how our analysis plays out, because your stop loss is there for a reason. You must allow your trades to run until it takes you out, or until it gets to your TP. And as you can see, just like that, we smash our take profit. Okay, so that is how you make use of that simple break and retest strategy. And then it is effective on all type of time frames, and it is mostly effective when you utilize it with multiple time frame confluence. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I once done the video on multiple time frame confluence. I'm going to be leaving it in the screen. Make sure that you check that video out, and then you come back and watch this video. Once again, it is going to make a lot of sense when you use multiple time frame confluence. With that being said, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment on the type of videos that you would like me to do on this channel, and I'll definitely be seeing you all on the next video.